water when I was in Sandusky. And it is called Kyle Patterson High Lift Dumper, and it's 120 years old. And so they take a coal car.
Is that a car?
That's a coal car. And it's a railroad car that had coal in it. And it's lifted off the railroad, dumped onto a conveyor belt, and then put back on a different railroad, and it, goes back to its origin. But it's so primitive, but so ingenious, and there are all sorts of pulleys and counterweights, and I mean, I thought I'd jump back a century when I saw this. I mean, and in fact, yeah, it's true. Pretty amazing technology.
Well, I'd like to talk about this other one, I think, which kind of complements that in a way.
Yeah.
And you see one of the Algoma ships going through the Welland Canal here, and I know about these ships. I think there are only 3, and it looks huge, but it's actually tiny. And you can see how close it is to the edge of the canal. In fact, the boat was designed to fit the canal, which was built in the 50s, I think.
The locks.
The
Yeah.
locks
Yeah.
on the canal were put in at that time. And shipping by water is the most efficient way you can possibly do it. There's like 5,000 truckloads of stuff going on this boat, and all those trucks are running on diesel, or they're railroads. And if only we could match the ingenuity of the infrastructure of our grandfathers who built this canal by building it wider or making another one next to it which is wider, we could make Cleveland one of the biggest ports in the world, and we could have full-size ships. The problem is that all the ships are so big they won't go through this canal any longer.
It's a series of locks that connects the Lake Erie.
Right, with the St. Lawrence.
Yeah, and so ships are coming from Europe and
Yeah.
going through these locks. And it's a very slow process, actually.
It's fascinating if you go there with a bicycle and ride the whole Welland Canal. It's the most interesting trip that you're ever going to make. When you get up to the far end, you can go see to the theater, because they have a theater on the Ontario side. But this is a really wonderful photograph that captures the spirit of industry that really is good about America, and is really brilliant, just like that coal car thing that's happening. I mean, this is something from our past that really should be informing our future.
Well, thank you. So I think I saw some of that back there.
So this is Davis-Besse Nuclear Power Plant in Oak Harbor, Ohio, and I believe that's between Toledo and Sandusky. It made the news last year or a few years ago because they discovered a hole, a rust hole, growing undetected in the reactor's lid. So they shut down for 2 years to repair that. And now it's going to be permanently closed in 2020 unless the owners can negotiate a financial bailout. So I kind of picked this one because my sister-in-law lives up by the Perry plant, and we've gone picnicking out there. And I think they have 2 of those towers in Perry, where this one has 1. But what caught my eye about this photograph was it looks like it's built right on top of a swamp. There's water all around it that you can see. And then because we know it's a nuclear power plant in North America, And we've never, how long have they been around? 40 or 50 years? And we've never agreed where we can store the waste. So somewhere in this photograph, there's a bunch of waste from this plant that'll be there 10,000 years from now.
So, one of the things that I found fascinating, I mean, you talk about it being surrounded by water. Well, nuclear power plants have to have some water next to them. And because things get so hot, so they dump the warm water into someplace, usually a lake.
Water out of the lake and dump the warm water in. And
Back
it has
here.
to have a water source, and that area is a lake.
Right. And sometimes I go on walks with people from the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, and often during the winter, they take us to one of the nuclear power plants because all the birds are congregating there. Because, you know, the water is warm, etc. But I wanted to mention, when I took this photograph, I was in an airplane, and my pilot, we were getting close to the nuclear power plant, and my pilot said, "Do you want to get closer?" And I said, "Can we?" And he said, "Well, I checked, there are no restrictions." I said, "No, let's
But you
not."
didn't have a turban on.
And I had tried a number of times to take photographs from the highway. And as soon as I'd bring out a tripod, some police were there right away, you know, taking my license, you know, looking me up to see if I was